had the first Heritage Classic here 20 years ago, like kids didn't dream of doing this, right? It wasn't a thing. Now this is the 38th one of these over 20 years. I'm just kind of curious, like, as you were coming up in the league, was this something you dreamed of doing? And then when you were in the league, is this something like, I always wanted to play in one of these?
Absolutely. Pretty special, obviously. I think I was, my uncle told me today I was 9 years old when the first one was played. So it's pretty cool that there's 38 now, and honored to be in one. But yeah, it's when I was in Florida, obviously never really thought about it too much. But now that in Calgary, it's pretty special, and I'm honored to be playing in one of these. It's awesome.
In the middle, fourth row.
Mackenzie, I just wanted to go back to that game from 20 years ago. Your uncle, I think, played in that game. You just wanted to know what memories.
Cousin.
Your cousin, excuse me, sorry. Could you just go through memories of what you remember watching that game?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really remember too much, honestly. I remember my dad mostly watching it, and I remember my cousin Craig just saying that he was freezing his, bum off. But he had fun. He said it was a privilege to play in it. Pretty cool moment for him. I'm sure when he looks back on something like that, when you're done your career, it's pretty special playing one of these. So, I wish I remembered more of it. I guess he didn't really stand out too much in that game, but pretty cool.
Left side, second row.
Blake, a number of your teammates have said there's no panic inside the dressing room with the start of the season, but should we expect to see some desperation and some urgency from the Flames tomorrow?
Yeah, I think, this is a pretty unique opportunity to hit the reset button. We can enjoy tonight and this experience with our families and friends and things like that, and kind of forget about everything that started off the season here. And then tomorrow it's a fresh reset for us and a great opportunity for us to get on the right track. And, obviously both teams are probably saying the same thing at this point. And, somebody's got to come out with a win, and somebody can really use that win to springboard their season the right way.
Right side up front.
Blake, I'm just curious, we saw as you guys filed out to the ice, everyone's kind of looking around and taking in the stadium and everything that comes with it. What's going through your mind in that moment as you sort of look around?
It's just a cool feeling, it's, you feel that wind on your face, and for me, it reminds me of the few times I got to skate on ponds and outdoor rinks back home. Not back home, but growing up in Texas, we travel to tournaments, and those memories of skating on outdoor rinks were so special because it was such a rare thing for me. And this is my third outdoor game, but first in the NHL, and the first two, I remember the whole experience like it was yesterday, because it was just a really special experience, and this has been no different so far.
On the left, third row.
Blake, the eye black, I always am curious, did it have any sort of impact? Do you feel like it makes a difference, or is it more just a tribute to Texas football?
Well, this is a tribute to too quick of a shower, but no, I think, in one of my two college games, it was actually a really sunny day, and you do notice a difference in that. But I think for the most part, it's more guys just wanting to put on some war paint and get that experience. And I don't know, some guys might claim it works. I just do it for the experience.
Mackenzie, Blake mentioned a minute ago that this could be a springboard for your group. We've heard some frustration over the course of the past week. How is the temperature in the room now, and how can this event and a win sort of turn the fortunes and the mood of the team?
Yeah, it's huge. I think Colsey said it great. It's a pretty unique opportunity to hit the reset button. It was perfect what he said, and you got two desperate teams going at it. Two teams that are dying for a win, and it's gonna be a battle of Alberta tomorrow for sure. It's set up great, but we're looking for 2 points, and we need that bad. So it'll springboard, carrying through November, and hopefully the rest of the season. We can look back on this game as one of those pivotal moments, and it's going to be a big 2 points for our team.
Left side, fourth row.
Maybe for Blake, just purely on the ice, how do the elements affect, whether it's passing or defensive zone coverage or all that stuff? How does being outdoors affect how you play the sport?
I think it's dependent on everybody's experience is probably a little different depending on the weather. But honestly, the ice is pretty good tonight. A little slower maybe, but and a little bit of a different feel than your typical sheet. But I can't imagine if it plays like it did tonight, I don't think there's going to be too many excuses tomorrow.
Any more questions? We'll do one more. Right side, third row.
Mackenzie, you've seen plenty of Connor McDavid over the years. Word is he could be back tomorrow. He was practicing today. How does that conversation go around the room that he could be back on the ice and could affect the game tomorrow?
Yeah, I think we sort of were preparing for him to play in this game. Even when it came out that he was out for 1 or 2 weeks, it's a big game and ones that you don't really want to miss. So having him in there, it's going to be a challenge, but one that you look forward to. You like a tough challenge, and he's obviously a special player. I'm sure we'll get the best from him, and he'll get our best for sure. So I'm looking forward to the challenge and stepping on the ice with him and making it